Hey guys, off the Mike Sports Network here. You guys know I love the Cavs. It's my team, and I got to give some credit where credit is due. The Cleveland Cavaliers have clinched the one seed in the Eastern Conference. They will host every series that they are participating in, unless they face the Oklahoma City Thunder in the NBA Finals, because the Thunder are going to get the home court advantage throughout the playoffs. So if it were going to be a Cavs Thunder NBA Finals, the Thunder would have home court advantage. And the Cavs have kind of skidded. They had a really just a ridiculous schedule. I think they played like 20 some odd games over a quarter, like a 30-day span. It was ridiculous. And they just were tired. And they kind of have been coasting to the end of the season. They knew that they were going to be the one. But they've lost some weird games. They haven't been shooting it as well. Their defense has kind of regressed a little bit, but I think part of it is they've been coasting. But they get the one seed, which is important because playing at Rocket Arena is hard. They can win games there, and that home crowd, it's one of the bigger arenas in the NBA. So I think the Cavs have a real opportunity to do something special this season. I've said that for weeks and months. A lot of people have kind of backed off of that, and I'm going to get into that in a second because the national media seems to have a problem with this. But we need to talk about 63 wins. If you would have told me the Cleveland Cavaliers would be the one seed to have 63 wins before the season, after all of the turmoil and all of the speculation and really no significant roster changes before the season, they do make the trade for DeAndre Hunter in season. But if you would have told me with a new head coach, no significant roster movement, and this team wins 63 games, second most in the NBA, number one seed ahead of the defending NBA champion Boston Celtics, and you're mad about that? Come on. Look, this obviously the expectations are going to be high going into the playoffs, and they're going to have to deliver. But we need, especially Cavs fans and NBA fans, need to understand how incredible of a story this is. The Cavs were not expected. The Cavs were expected to be good. They were not expected to be second best team in the record wise, number one seed in the Eastern Conference ahead of Boston. It's a remarkable season. Okay, so now here's the other part of this that I need to address. There's been almost next to no national media members that are giving the Cavs any sort of respect whatsoever. Stephen A. Smith has kind of said, yeah, the Cavs can win it. But there's so many people who say, like Kendrick Perkins, and who cares what Kendrick Perkins says, but he's the national media pundit, says nobody's beating the Celtics. It's like, Cavs literally we're down 22 in the first 5 minutes of a game and beat them. I know Porzingis didn't play, but who cares? Who cares? Who cares? It's people. And then I'm seeing, championship contender rankings from multiple different people listing the Cavs as like the fourth or fifth best contender in the NBA, behind teams like the Lakers and the Warriors. And I'm like, wait a second. Wait a second. Just because the Cavs have no guys with championship level experience, did I just miss something? They've won 63 games this year. They've won 63 games. They've beaten good teams for most of the season and beaten the crap out of teams. I understand that Boston is the champion. I understand Oklahoma City is really, really good. But to act like the Cavs are like the fourth or fifth best contender behind like the Warriors and the Lakers is ridiculous at this point. It's ridiculous. It's disrespectful as far as I'm concerned. I understand the narrative of like, oh, they got to get it done in the playoffs. But guys, once we reset this whole thing, the playoffs, as we have seen in the last couple of years, is just a completely different animal in terms of like, how things are going to go. Like the Pacers, who had next to no experience. Yeah, they had Siakam, but like they beat the Knicks, and the Knicks were like the second or third best team in, Milwaukee got knocked out early. And I understand that they had some injuries. Boston has had to fight through it. They lost to an 8th seed a couple years ago. Anything can happen in the playoffs. And I'm saying that, hey, the Cavs are on notice too. They got to play well to get through. But to act like just because, we've seen certain things from certain teams, it's completely disingenuous to act like, the Cavs aren't a contender or further down the list. And I appreciate guy who who works for the same place I work for at SiriusXM, Adam Shine, has said, "Yeah, Cavs are really good. They've been really good." And next to nobody is talking about them because everybody seemingly thought that Boston was just going to walk over the rest of the league. Philadelphia hasn't been what they were supposed to be. Milwaukee's been a disappointment. New York, the Knicks to an extent have kind of been a disappointment, even though they won a ton of games. They haven't beaten anybody really in the top echelon of the NBA. So it's weird to me how we talk about the Cavs and act like they don't have a chance. Guys, they won 63 games. And this whole narrative of like, oh, yeah, they're a regular season team. Guys, they got a chance to prove it. They've got a different coach who, by the way, was in Golden State for the last several years. So he knows what he's doing. And, just put them in a 7-game series. They're going to have home court throughout the entire Eastern Conference playoffs. It's right there for them. And if they fail, they fail. But to act like they're further down the list is kind of ridiculous. Like, I get the Boston conversation, but Thunder this group with the Thunder haven't done it in the playoffs yet either. They've proven that they could win in the regular season, but hey, it's just like there's just a lot of questions everywhere in the NBA. This is going to be a fun postseason. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.